Guidance versus punishment. Discipline is training that develops self-control. Another definition is strict control used to enforce obedience, and this suggests punishment. Punishment should never be used in a child care setting. Guidance is direct and indirect actions used by an adult to help children develop appropriate behavior patterns. Punishment is a form of discipline that hurts or humiliates. Goals of guidance are to maintain a child's self-esteem and produce a desired change in behavior. Also to promote pro-social behaviors, which include accepting and respecting others' feelings, verbally and physically comforting others, expressing strong emotions in acceptable ways, cooperating and helping others, sharing toys, materials, and affection, showing concern, care how actions affect others. Guidance in you. It is extremely important for you to remember that your personality affects the behaviors of the children in your care. If you're happy, they tend to be happy. If you're loud, they are loud. If you're mad, they are mad. And if you're positive, they are positive. You should interact often with children and ask open-ended questions. Questions such as, what do you think will happen next? Nurturing teachers have children who interact easily in the classroom. So remember, you set the tone of your classroom. Preparing for guidance. Observe the children and your reactions to them. You need to make sure you are free from biases about culture, gender, personality, or appearance. It's important to examine yourself so you can be clear of any biases. Remember to avoid talking to other staff while you are teaching. Remember to always sit with children whenever possible. Direct guidance involves nonverbal, physical, and verbal actions. Facial expressions can communicate a variety of messages. Look at the girl in the video and what is her facial expression communicating to you? Remember to use simple language. Young children have limited vocabulary. Use language they can understand. Remember to speak in a relaxed way. Speak in a calm, quiet, relaxed tone of voice. If your voice is raised, the children will also raise their voice. One of the most important things to remember is to be positive, to guide children by telling them what to do as opposed to what not to do. Offer choices with care. Children should only be offered a choice when you want them to have a choice. Do not give them a choice and then attempt to change their mind because you really already wanted them to do something. So only give them a choice when they are really going to get one. Remember to encourage independence and cooperation. Give children the least amount of help that they need. Remember that children only become independent if allowed the opportunity, and encourage children to work together and to solve their own problems. Remember, always be firm when disciplining children. At the same time, speak in a quiet voice. If you raise your voice, it tends to escalate the situation, so remain firm and calm. Also, remember never to give in to temper tantrums. You must be consistent. Children are very good at testing adults. Children will repeat bad behaviors if you're not consistently firm. Be consistent from child to child and maintain fairness. Provide time for change. Young children need time to change activities. Without it, children become confused, and time allows children to prepare themselves for transition. So remember to give them notice before they're going to change activities. It's important for you to consider feelings. Children need to recognize, understand, and express their feelings. Remember that feelings are best discussed in small groups or individually. Indirect guidance. The physical setup of a room is a form of indirect guidance. A well-planned setup makes supervision much easier and also makes children feel safer. Encourage independence regardless of age, so set up your space for children to easily find what they need. Safety is always our number one priority. Remember to teach children how to promote their own safety. But when safety is at risk, safety intervention requires words and actions. Students need to know that their safety is very important.